Welcome to episode 39 of Mastering Fortnite Save the World, where we're going to be venturing into the unknown, that is completing a power level 58 mission in Ventures Blasted Badlands. In my previous video, I finally reached the power level 46 mission. I hope you guys check that out, but I'm going to be repeating some of the things that I said there because I feel it makes the most sense if you're just dropping by. I'm completing Fortnite Save the World on my 11th account, showcasing every piece of loot that I'm getting along the way and the journey. And the reason why this video is crazy long is because moving from power level 46 to power level 58 in Ventures takes a great deal of time. So I am completing the missions that I am including the missions I'm completing and the rewards that I'm getting for it, so you guys can see like a transparency style why I have the things that I have in the game. And spoiler alert, in this video I am showcasing more loot, legendary heroes, crazy bonuses, more goodies than what I have been getting in all of my previous videos together, because I am moving from power level 46 to 58 in Ventures. I am getting an abundance of gold, hero experience points, evolution materials. It is simply beyond crazy. The actual grind has been enjoyable, but I have really been feeling a lack in power due to my lack of trap schematics. I don't have a lot of trap schematics, and the ones I have are not upgraded, so I really need that. I have been bashing up a lot of these hit the road tickets that I'm just turning into llama loot here, and as you can see, I'm getting a pretty nice collection of more legendary heroes, including varsity hero and ninja. And my main focus in the game right now is to have a good ninja squad up and running, because I have Paleo Luna, a ninja that is available in the event store that will allow you to deal melee damage based on your health. Because I'm getting all this crazy loot, I'm also recycling it, putting it into the collection book, because I don't need all this junk. I just need like the cream of the crop and a little bit extra. So every once in a while, when I have a huge stash of loot, I'm just gonna be batch recycling, retiring it, turning it into collection book loot, because in the higher end of the collection book system, we have some really nice rewards. So that is one thing I want, like those good rewards. But I can't really benefit from having a lot of junk in my inventory. I have a very limited inventory space. So I need to make sure that the things I have in there are the things I actually want to use. So I'm doing this with heroes, survivors, defenders, schematics. Whenever I go in to have a decent bashing of llamas, I'm also turning it into additional collection book loot to make sure that everything that I have in the game is pushed as much forward as possible. I don't want to suddenly start working on the collection book once I am done with Canny Valley or Twine Peaks. So right now, because I have been raking in so many hit the road tickets from playing in Ventures, I have already moved way ahead in the collection book compared to what I would have been able to do by simply playing the normal Fortnite Save the World mode in Stonewood. The missions I'm playing now in Ventures are end Plankerton, start Canny Valley difficulty, and in the future we're going to be facing difficulties similar to what we have in Twine Peaks, the last part of the game, with rewards that match up with that as well. And that is why in my Mastering Fortnite Save the World video series, I am moving towards that. I want to get the best loot possible for my time right now, and that is by playing Ventures. So even if you're just starting with Ventures or starting with Fortnite Save the World, as soon as you have reached Plankerton and you can evolve your heroes, or you can have the 5 slot members in your hero support team, be sure to go into Ventures and give it your best. Every day when I'm logging in between my gaming sessions, I am spending my research points to make sure that my fort stats are as high as possible for when I return from Ventures to the main game. As you can see here, trying everything, also mission types that I haven't covered in my normal playthrough, refueling the base, delivering the bomb. A lot of these missions are missions we haven't even been introduced to yet in the base game, and I want to talk about those. I want to make like deeper guides about how to play them, how to do things most efficiently, but I kind of want to include that in my normal series, not in the Ventures series. Every once in a while I run into stuff like this. I spent a few traps I've been picking up and I made a base and I cannot start the mission. I'm not getting my rewards back, I cannot shoot down the balloon. So I had to do things over again, and this time without much much goodies, because I just burned everything that I had. Completing Ventures is not something you can set out to do in a day or two. If you are a super hardcore in-game player and you have everything already, you can push through it very fast. I did that with my main account. It took me probably a week because I was relatively casually playing it, but I had so strong heroes and bonuses that it was possible for me to really push the game forward. One of the things I have been taking advantage of in order to move further in Ventures is looting chests, completing anomalies, and that is because often in chests and when completing anomalies and encampments you will get traps. I don't have good traps. I haven't put any focus in leveling up my traps. I'm not going to be doing that before I have legendary traps. So in order for me to make a really good base in Ventures, because I am trying to do everything solo wise when possible, I need traps, and in order for me to get traps I need to loot them. So I'm going into the highest possible difficulty that I have on the map with my Outlander, hitting a few walls, and then I'm just looting everything that I can and then leaving the mission again. Here we have a deliver the bomb mission. I mean, we haven't been introduced to this yet in my main gameplay, but we have two objective areas. One that needs 4 blue glow in order to produce a bomb. You build a bomb track from one objective to the other, and you build a base on the other objective that you need to defend for, I think it is 3 minutes. Normally this is one of my favorite mission types, but it is really tough to play without a good constructor setup and without traps. But the rewards for doing so is just like, I need to do it. I need to complete everything that I can for the alert rewards in Ventures, because if I grind the missions that I can do most casually, I can only play them once, and then the alert rewards are gone, meaning that I will be getting less than half value of my time for like the repeat wins of the game. Here we have an Atlas again. As you can see, I'm really pushing myself to the limit of what I can do with the resources and traps and setups I have available. I have not been losing that many battles. I'm really trying to pick my battles as smart as possible, only going into missions that I am pretty sure that I can win, and because I don't have a lot of traps, I'm always overbuilding, which means that if I had a good setup, I would normally be able to do it with a few walls and a few traps, but now I'm making multiple layers of walls around the objectives. The most entertaining missions for me to play, however, has been the destroy the encampment missions. I can do them relatively fast, and I actually decided to grind it out a few times without alert rewards on it because I was starting to die all the time. I simply didn't have the hero health that I needed in order to stay alive, and the only way for me to get more hero health is to upgrade and evolve my heroes. The reason for this is that even while we get a higher power level in Ventures, whenever you get a new Ventures seasonal level, your power level will increase, and that gives you a bit of a multiplier to your health. But the base health that you have is based on the hero that you have selected, your main hero, and then 8% of the ones in your support team. So getting legendary heroes that have a high base power level is good. I'm focusing on those, trying to level them up so that I have a hero and support squad that combined gives me like the highest possible amount of health and damage and shield, and of course ability damage, so everything really. Get 5 good heroes in your support team, because if you have that, you will have more damage and more survivability. So that is why I have been grinding out the encampment missions, because I had one that gave me double hero experience points, meaning that grinding out that a few times would give me enough experience points to level up my heroes in my support team so that I could survive better moving forward. It simply had to be done because blasters and cowboys and beehive things, lobbers, was just like they were taking me out with 1 or 2 shots. But now I've changed my loadout. I was using Dimmock, a team perk for ninjas that allow me to regenerate shield when I am playing melee going into shadow stance, but I have now converted that into a blast from the past team perk, a dinosaur themed perk that removes my shield entirely but doubles my health. So I have a lot more health but no shield, and this is a very like tricky kind of fun thing to do when you have Paleo Luna as your main hero, because when when Paleo Luna hits with a melee weapon, she will deal 9% of her health as additional damage. So having more than 10,000 damage, having these 12,000 damage, actually adds 1,000 damage to my melee attacks. So having a fast melee weapon will allow me to deal a lot more damage with Paleo Luna with a high health amount than looting any ranged weapon schematic, even explosive weapon in the game. It is unbelievably strong, but I am of course suffering from the fact that I don't have shield, and shield regenerates fully over time, where health only really regenerates when you use your adrenaline rush, or like if you have the Triceratops Ramirez in your support team, then you will heal a few percentage every 5 seconds. So this part of my Ventures journey, this tiny part resulting in a 25-minute video, has been a lot about finding out how to get the most out of my heroes and my time. As you can see, I've been saving up these upgrade points to boost up my building health, my repair speed, my pickaxe, making sure that my account bonuses in tools and gadgets also allow me to play in higher power level missions. Because if you don't have a focus on that, if you just focus on the crazy damages or teleporter or something like that, you will be spending a lot more time trying to just simply bash trees and rocks in the game. And if you want to be playing missions such as the resupply missions, you don't have enough time in the mission to destroy the rocks and trees and structures if you don't have a pickaxe that deals enough damage. Of course, if you're playing in a full group, you have loads of time. If you want to be completing it a little bit more solo style, then you're going to be running out of time in these missions if you don't have equipment, gadgets, tools that really live up to this. Once again, into a refuel the home base mission here, I'm not really being that selective. I'm completing anything that I feel is possible with an alert on it, and refuel the home base is amazing. Even though this video series is called Mastering Fortnite Save the World, my take on that is not completing every mission the best. It is doing the best with whatever time I have in the game. And refuel the home base is a mission type where you can, in roughly 10 minutes, make an objective base around one of these blue glow siphons, defend it, and get 3 tanks. So if I just have 2 tanks that I complete to the 3rd time, I will have a lot of time to farm. I can get the materials back that I use to defend the objectives and more. And it is like small 3-wave, 1 minute-ish kind of defenses, and then that is it. So refuel the home base is a very boring mission in my opinion, but it is a very easy way to restock on supplies. So something you can do in between fight the storm missions, the Atlas missions, retrieve the data missions, lossless van missions, deliver the bomb missions, where you mainly spend a lot of resources. Then in the resupply mission, in the encampment missions, in refuel the home base missions, you have a really good chance at completing an objective while having this forced time to do a little bit of grinding. Another bomb mission down, like you can see. So many different mission types have been grinded through here, and because I'm pressuring myself a little here, wanting to be able to share one video with you guys every 12 hours, meaning that I need to do everything. This is an evacuate the shelter mission, another mission type that we haven't been introduced to yet because I only just reached Plankerton in the main game and completed the Plankerton Storm Shield Defense 1. But the evacuate the shelter is another one of my absolute favorite mission types because you log into the game and you immediately need to go to the objective and take out opponents. The shelter is under attack. Once you have defeated a few opponents, they all despawn. You build the base and then you have 8-10 minutes to farm while you wait for the opponents to arrive. This is the time you have to build the base. Normally you only need a few minutes, giving you again more time to prepare your defenses and refarm than you spend on the mission. And because it is a relatively fast timed mission, you don't need to vote on anything. So that is really cool also if you are playing with others. But went in there as well and completed that. Everything that I can complete that has an alert on it is being completed. I am straying away from tier 2 atlases, from double atlases, from double fight the storm missions, because I have my very first, well, I guess it's my second mission in Plankerton is to complete a dual atlas mission. And I want to save that mission completion for when I'm done with Ventures, and I'm going to be completing Plankerton as I have done with Stonewood, sharing one video per main objective. So because I don't want to jinx that, I cannot move forward in the directives past that point. So that is a bit of a bummer because the directives, the challenges are all extra missions that give us extra venture experience points rewards. As you can see here, I have losses by getting a massive beating. Really, I mean, it's not because I haven't been building, but low on everything, low on traps. I really try to complete these anomalies and loot chests for traps, but not having enough traps is a bit of an issue, and I'm always waiting out, do I need to spend my traps in this mission or should I save them for another mission on the map that I don't think I am strong enough to complete, or that I may be able to complete if I just find a few more traps of the right type. So that is why a lot of the missions I have been completing here are missions where the objectives take damage, where it's not a perfect completion, but getting perfect completion rewards for the mission, the high tier loot chest, so to say, is not better than getting another alert reward. So it is better to just barely complete, but do it, of course, the main mission, and then be able to do another, than perfectly completing a mission. Once again here, really starting to feel a pressure of health and DPS encampment missions that I have been able to very casually complete, with all of the bonus encampments are starting to be a bit of a fickle. They're starting to be really tough. This is one of the bases where I decided to spend a little bit of time on actually making a kill tunnel, so to say. It's not something I've been doing a lot so far because, as you're gonna be able to see here, I don't have a lot of traps to work with. And one thing is having enough traps, another thing is actually having enough trap durability, and that is something you're going to be able to see in this part of the video, where I'm spending almost everything that I have to make a kill tunnel for this retrieve the data mission. Finally, I have been missing kill tunnels so far in my Mastering Fortnite Save the World video series. I haven't been placing that many traps. My Storm Shield defenses have been completed without traps. My Ventures games missions have mainly been completed without traps because I haven't made any of my own, just playing with what I pick up. And now I have, look at all these amazing traps I have. I mean, a lot of them are junk, but I actually have enough traps to make a small kill tunnel area with floor traps, with ceiling traps, with, I even have pushers, the wall launchers, so that I can slam things away. It is something I have, this is what turned me on the most with Fortnite Save the World, making bases that auto kill everything. I even have these air turrets that are completely game changers in Fortnite Save the World compared to when I played the first time, because when you have these, lobbers and flingers might as well not exist. That is how amazing they are. So Wow, look at this area just filled with traps, taking down opponents. This was a milestone for me in the game, because even though I absolutely love Fortnite Save the World, which is why this is the 11th account I am playing it on, I was starting to get a little bit tired of meleeing everything. So finally having a bit of a break from that, where I could just focus on making a tiny look at me, I'm so intelligent kind of area was, wow, I needed it. It was fun, it was amazing, and it really is making me reconsider what I want to do in Fortnite Save the World when I get to Plankerton. But I'm expecting Plankerton to be so easy to complete after Ventures, because I am so strong. I have so many legendary heroes. I am such a high, like, my heroes are such a high level that I may not really need traps in Plankerton, but it is fun to use traps. Some people think it's, oh, such a noob. Some people think it's fun to shoot things in the head. I love building bases that feel smart and really take advantage of the husk types, the trap types, the environment, all that kind of stuff. So I'm looking forward to doing that again. Now, I was very smart before getting pushed into the abyss here, almost done with my retrieve the data mission, and I'm intelligent enough to do it twice. So that is how cool I am. And because of that, look at this. This is the last piece of data, and it is now getting corrupted because I am in the void dying, while like I should be defending this very last piece of structure, and I may even have been the one to destroy it. It is, yeah, it is embarrassing. Look at that, corrupted at the last second, man. This is, oh man, but that is the cool, fun, amazing thing that happens in Ventures that would never happen in the base game, because when you have everything to work with, when you have schematics to craft, and you are prepared for the missions, you're not gonna be having that type of gameplay. I don't normally anyway, which is why I always love when we have like Survive the Storm, Frost Night, Ventures modes, where we are forced to play differently than what we normally do. It is crazy. But anyway, guys, wow, 25 minutes of almost non-stop rewards from completing missions in Ventures, going from just completing a power level 46 mission to completing my first power level 58 mission. I understand why most players never ever reach the end of Ventures, because there is no guide and the grind is completely unbelievable if you are a player that is in Stonewood or Plankerton and you are used to having good guides that tell you what to do and that reward you each and every time you do it. And then when you reach this point in Ventures, you're just going to pretty much Minecraft style decide for yourself what you want to do, make your own achievements, just in order to push forward in these a little unrewarding missions. Look at this, power level 58. I cannot even take down a healing nurse husk, which is yeah, it's gonna be a game changer that I actually don't have enough power to take down the healers in the game. So I probably need to grind a little bit down to get more strength once again, because if you can't take out the husks, it's gonna be really hard to win a lot of the different types of games. 78,000 survivor experience points. This is why I'm playing Ventures. This is crazy. Once I have this amount of power in Plankerton, because I'm keeping all of these experience points and evolution materials and heroes, it's gonna be a complete breeze. Let me know, guys, how far have you progressed in Ventures? How have you been attacking the project, the concept? Are you going for everything? Do you want the superchargers? Are you playing it as an endgame player? Are you relatively new, struggling a little bit with just moving forward in Impostor? I am very curious to hear how, like, the many different types of players out there have been enjoying or not in any way enjoying Ventures. I'm loving it. There is a lot of room for improvement, but it is, in my opinion, one of the best things that have happened in Fortnite Save the World. And once they are done tweaking this, I think it's gonna be mind-blowing, amazing. So season 1 so far has been amazing. As you can see, the game just updated to 13.4, where we can upgrade 10 levels at a time, and I'm able to actually make my heroes stronger than I could before. I don't know if this is a new feature, a bug, or if it is related to how far I have been progressing in Ventures. but it looks as if I can now make tier 3 heroes, so that is probably going to be giving me the power that I need to move forward in the game. If it's a bug, then it is unfortunate. If it is intentional, then it is amazing, because I need this kind of power in my life. As always, guys, thank you very much for watching. Thank you for your support. I absolutely love those of you guys that decided to join in on my Ventures journey, even though these new videos are pretty long. Thank you guys very much for watching.